It was finally time. My special Sweet 16th birthday was approaching, and my boyfriend and I had just started becoming active. I was on the patch birth control, so we never had to worry about any scares. Unfortunately, everything started to go downhill the day I hit 16. My boyfriend had suddenly broken up with me. I already had plans to have a barbecue at his house, so I decided, screw it, I'm going. I'm really close with his family, so after that day, I stopped talking to him, but I continued to talk to his mom. A week or so had passed, and I figured I didn't need the birth control anymore because I thought we were done. I was super depressed, and my friend wanted to take me out to cheer me up. I had a bottle of Crown Royal, and I thought sleeping with a rebound would be good for me. So I called up this guy I knew, and we almost slept together. But I couldn't stop thinking of my ex. I was so drunk I don't even remember texting my ex at 4 a.m., but I did, saying that I was going to sleep in a car and that I miss him and love him. To my surprise, he texted me back and asked for my location, so I sent it to him. My ex and his mom saw how intoxicated I was, so they decided to pick me up and take me back to his house. I was too upset to be alone, so he kept me company in his bed. I was hammered, and he was a little drunk too, so we ended up sleeping together. I was too drunk to tell him I wasn't on the birth control anymore, and so we forgot about it. That was a big mistake. We got back together, and I started to notice signs of pregnancy. Suddenly, I was always sick, and I knew something wasn't right. I took 5 pregnancy tests with him, and they were all positive. We tell his parents, then my mom, and then we continue to have countless conversations about what to do. I'm only 90 pounds with back and hip pain, and having a baby would only make things worse. I didn't want it, but my boyfriend, on the other hand, did. After many conversations, we both felt it was right that I didn't want it. A few days later, we go to the clinic, and they asked me to lay on the bed. I was so nervous throughout all of this, but I just listened. I was awake through it all, whilst my boyfriend held my hand. He was the only one there for me, and the only one who took care of me. On the way home from the clinic, I was throwing up in the car from the medications the clinic put me on. So many emotions rushed through me during this process. I remember I felt so strange, and that I didn't know what the heck was going on. All whilst my mom was complaining at me for puking in the car. This experience was crazy from the moment we found out I was pregnant to the whole process. It was a terrifying moment in my life that will never leave me. Nobody should have to go through that so young, and definitely not alone. 2 days after I tried to take my own life. Not because I regretted, but because it was one of the worst things I've ever been through. And I'm not going to lie, I will never be the same again. On that day, something broke in me that I will never get back. But I still do not regret it, and neither does he. We are still together and have been dating for almost 2.5 years. This happened 8 months into our relationship, and looking back at it now, we both know it was the right thing to do. We were not financially or emotionally stable to bring a baby into this world. My boyfriend had so much going on with his little sister being diagnosed with cancer, his dad having a seizure which led to amnesia, and his cousin that passed. This has changed me completely, and it's made me see the world in a totally different way. It has made me more humble, kind, and given me more respect to everyone who is a mother and those who don't want to be one.